Hello, family, friends, fans, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Practical Heroes with our second flagship campaign, Sands of Syldaris, set in the ever more homebrew world of Eroth, where, last time, with the help of my faithful assistant, Maywood, you guys made ready to head out towards the crash site, where you discovered upon leaving the tavern, fire began to rain from the sky as a message from the sun god boomed out across the town, where these fireballs landed. Goblins emerged from the flames and began throwing fire around and just generally causing a bad time for the townsfolk, who were protected by a combination of arcano-mechanical shelters and clockwork soldiers, and of course, the brilliant Abacadabra, who sprang into action about halfway through the fight with the goblins. There was another pillar of fire as the High Priestess emerged and began to join the fight. But of course, no one is a match for Abacadabra, who were able to dispatch the first of these major followers of the Sun God. You continued to head out of Bimbleduke and into the wilds, this time protected by the safety of Linger's tiny hut. And you went to sleep, during which Mura received a vision in her dreams of a tall, twisted figure that seemed to be in constant pain, stepping off the branches of a tree and through a doorway to speak with a hooded, masked figure, discussing a new annoyance which has emerged and has been threatening the work of the sun god, but they didn't sound too worried because, as far as they were aware, the High Priestess had been sent to deal with them. You then woke up the following morning to discuss this, and Linga decided not to share with the party some new discoveries within her spellbook, and you continued onwards in the wagon with Warden silently driving the wagon until you reached a grove of druids, which was protected by a number of redcaps, although how much defense they can realistically provide when the rest of the grove was about 8 owlbears is a very good question. But you made your way inside, you petted the owlbears, and you discussed with the druids the fact that they have recently been injured and attacked by these chaotic fire-throwing goblins, and you agreed that there is the possibility you may be able to help in exchange for some magic seeds which can help you ignore difficult terrain and assist in the climbing. You have agreed to investigate the crash site on behalf of the druids, as they believe there is something there that is corrupting the surrounding wilds, and if left unchecked, it may continue to spread. So, after a lot of discussion between Linga and Chester, you decided it was okay to find a way to agree to look and potentially hand the object over without actually agreeing to do that if it's super bad.
A lot of fine print. Yeah.
Yes. And with that very, very shaky alliance, that was where we left off.
Yeah.
So, you head back to your wagon as Linga starts pulling out all of her books and papers and setting to work on making new spells. The path to the rear of this grove has now kind of opened up. The trees have almost parted to create a road for you, almost directly to the mountain. What would you guys like to do?
Did we say we leveled up on stream? I can't remember.
I can't remember if we said it on stream, but yeah, you guys did, in fact.
Did you
level up.
tell Ethan?
Yes.
Okay. You're muted.
Yes, he did.
Okay, yeah. You're one level behind us.
Journal entry.
Not really.
Chester's level up guide. I gotta do this every time.
We had a DM that would level like people separately sometimes.
What?
Depending on, like if they, T. It was the DM who shall not be mentioned, but one of the characters, I won't say who, they got a, I think it was from a deck of many things. I think that's what happened. So they got a free level up, while the rest of us just didn't. So.
Oh, I know who that character is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, I'm going to eat my delicious seed here. Breakfast of Champions, dryad seed. Nom, nom, nom. What does it taste like?
Well, it was more that it was whilst the seed is on your person, but do feel free to eat it, should you so choose.
Eat it.
He was not, it's too late, he's already eaten it.
Okay.
I just assumed I was supposed to eat it.
The druid seed, which has now entered your mouth, is quite bitter in taste, quite gritty. As you kind of bite into the seed, it's almost like there's a liquid that kind of spurts out like a gusher.
Like a gusher.
I understand as an American candy that you would all know.
It's not a candy, it's a fruit snack.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Fruit.
I don't know, I can't have those. They're berry flavored and that is, I have an allergy.
My wife loves them. It's like her favorite.
Those are so good. Your wife has great taste. We already knew this, but like additional.
All right. Well, it looks like we're going that way. You guys ready for a climb of some sort?
I'm ready.
Got my pittons, I believe. Other climbing gear.
The brown pythons.
I got my pythons.
Why like this? Mira's like, I've never climbed anything in my whole life.
It's actually
Well.
tunes.
Pitons?
I got a minus pick. All right, let's
So-
do this.
It's original dialect.
it's the dialect of the Silent Isles. Mira's like, I could definitely climb. She tries to attach herself to the rock and makes no move. Yes, exactly, and makes no movements.
You have to get one leg over the
Just
other.
slides up the side of the mountain with it. No.
Yeah.
Like fucking Batman with one of his little fucking toys. He just sticks it to the side of a building and slides up the side. That's Mura
Oh
trying
my
to do that with
God.
a rock.
While we are climbing, try to stay within 60 feet of me, please, and thank you. Just in case.
All right.
It's his radius for violently pooping out the seed he just ate.
Why would you say poopy?
Not at all. Featherfall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, as you all start climbing, can you all please give me athletics or acrobatics checks, your choice, because
With
there are
advantage,
arguments to be
Oh,
made for
also-
both.
Also, while we're leveling, do we take advantage or how do we roll for health again?
For health, you roll your hit die as normal, but if you roll a 1, you can re-roll.
Okay.
Oh, and also what you missed last session, everyone's sheet has been updated. We're no longer using OG inspiration. We're using a weird hybrid of OG and Baldur's Gate 3 inspiration that I'm
Okay.
slowly working on. It's currently in beta.
I'm going to re-roll that for health.
Yes. There you go.
That'll
Very
take.
nice.
Well
take that.
done.
Very nice. Excuse me.
Could we roll this athletics?
Oh,
Yes. And you can roll it with advantage because of the seed.
I'll take the 17, please.
I'll take the soft 20.
Excellent. So, you guys watch as Mira just kind of face plants against the side of the mountain and is struggling to make the climb as Warden is just like blasting up the side of it like a seasoned climber. You look down to see how Chester's doing, and one arm just reaches immediately 10 feet up and just pulls himself to the next rock and the next rock, and then the pittons come in for his feet. And then you all look down to see how Mira's getting on, and she's just spider monkeying her way through all these little
100% that.
cracks. If you weren't looking kind of properly and closely, it would almost look like she is just skittering up the side of the mountain.
Ooh.
That's
Neat.
what I'm. That's it. That's what I'm doing.
It's the creepy hag blood taking over, the hex blood. She's just
Her head just spins
the
backwards.
exorcist skittering up the mountain.
I'm so sorry.
How is she doing it backwards?
She backflips just from one place to another.
A little bit of that storm sorcery as well, probably coming into play, giving her helpful kind of gusts of wind every now and then.
She just like shoots water, like one of those water things that you can like. Where'd she get the water? Who knows? Where's it coming from? Who knows? Just like a water jetpack.
Exactly. Brilliant. Okay. In that case, whilst you guys are currently climbing, could someone roll me some percentiles, please?
What?
Hmm.
I want to do it.
Ooh.
I'll do it. I did it once and it went not horrible, I think. I could be wrong.
Were you the one that rolled 8 owlbears, or was that Lindsay?
47.
47.
No, I think a combined effort of us.
Yeah, it was a combined. I think I did
Well, because it
owlbears
was
and
one
she
of
the
you was
quantity.
rolling the quantity of red caps, and one of you was rolling the quantity of owlbears.
Lucky
I got my-
47.
47.
Pardon me, I dropped my apple.
Says Mira as she descends 5 feet back down the mountain face.
Got it!
She's just climbing up with the apple in her mouth.
Yeah. Gotta get that breakfast in, man.
One of the druids gave it to her as she was leaving.
Thank you, I love apples. Oh. She also got a banana that she unpeeled completely and ate it. Just like them.
A rock fallen hits Mira, and she falls off the mountain and dies.
Mitch didn't even notice me eating my banana like that this morning. I did it especially for him.
I was busy doing other things. So, you you continue the climb up the mountain. It all seems, pretty okay. But the mountain's a mimic.
Ooh.
Sorry. It's this great.
Warden has alert, doesn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Try to surprise me.
Yeah, you're
Can-
fucked, buddy.
See what happens.
Everybody, please give me a
I thought you were-
perception check, and Warden, you can have advantage because of alert.
I thought you were going to say, everybody give Warden. Buddy!
It's okay,
Oh,
Warden.
Advantage. Fuck.
The nat 1 gives
Fuck.
you inspiration.
No.
Go ahead.
And you do have 1 point of inspiration still, because it now carries over between sessions.
Oh
Where do
my
I mark-
god.
Where do I mark?
Oh, I don't have
there it
advantage.
is.
I don't know
It's
why I did that.
Right at the top
I
of
found
your sheet. Yeah. It's now a counter that goes up to 4. You do have one from last session, if you want to re-roll that 5. And I think Mura has a point of inspiration.
I
if you
do.
wanted to use that for the 22 instead.
No, it was a 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me...
Did you just
You know what? Yeah, I'll
I
take it.
accidentally rolled advantage.
did you
I'm
just
gonna-
re-roll it again and still get 5?
No, I deleted my thing because I was trying to delete the advantage and it just deleted the whole thing.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration
There we
just to. There we go. Thank God.
That's
Cool.
Baldur's Gate. Its consequences. Have
Okay,
a disaster surprise rounds.
I spent my inspiration too. Oh wait, should I have gotten that 20? You know what? Whatever, bitch. I blew one of my
That's
inspirations.
why I was talking about the 22 before, but it's fine. So Chester 13, Warden 22, Mura 14.
I'll take it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Warden, as you're all climbing, you can hear just a bit higher up, probably no more than 20 or so feet higher up, this rumbling sound. And as you kind of look up, you can see a couple of kind of small shards of rock and pebbles kind of tumbling down the side of the cliff face. 1 or 2 kind of just bounce off the front of your helmet.
One just falls in through the visor, goes all the way down to his boot.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
God damn it, that's going to annoy me later.
It's like Plinko in there.
Guys, wait, I've got a stone in my shoe. Guys, could we stop?
Guys, we need to stop. I need to disassemble my whole leg now.
Gotta get this stone out.
You guys have to care. Oh my god. If we ever sorry to pause real quick, but if we ever do merch, can it be Warden that's disassembled and on Chester's back like C-3PO on Chewbacca's back?
Yes,
Yes.
That's good.
absolutely.
Okay, but
There
anyway,
could be no other merch.
with Mura on his back.
Somehow in a backpack, yeah.
And Linger
All right.
walking behind us, like
Shaking her head.
morons. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
she
you can
gets a
hear.
bobblehead, but instead it goes like this.
Warden, Warden will call out. There's something on ahead of us.
It's a mountain.
It's
Not wrong.
There's a
I believe it's something else besides the mountain.
Ah.
oh.
Can you
All right, well,
Oh.
let's see if we can get up there quick.
give me a
quick act.
dexterity saving throw?
Like to crow?
please?
All of us?
Yes.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
I would like to congratulate Steph for breaking both Warden and me.
Oh no.
But it's a check, not a save. Sorry. Should I
No,
roll
no, it's a saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, you
save-
actually-
Yeah,
You're
'cause it
gonna
would have been the
check.
same
Just-
anyway.
just-
yeah, it,
Yeah,
it,
I was gonna say just add your bonus to it, but
Oh
okay.
no.
Oh god.
it would have been the same anyway.
Buddies.
Oh buddies.
Buddies. Okay.
I think it's
Okay,
funny
okay.
that I broke you and Warden with such a simple Mira thing to say.
That shows you can never
You're-
go full Mira.
You all look up as Warden is pointing out the pieces of falling rubble. And as you do, the rumbling gets louder and louder as you can see rock fall pouring down the mountain towards you guys. You all...
Mitch literally said rockfall, everybody dies.
I know, right?
Mitch said
okay.
rumbling, and I immediately
I've
thought
said
Attack
it.
on Titan.
I've said it dangerous, not deadly, don't worry. You do, however, all take 14 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
as these rocks are now slamming into you. And I'm going to need
No.
one more dexterity saving throw as you failed the first one to see if any of you get buried by rockfall.
No! Oh god.
You. How much damage did that get, Mitch?
14.
14.
14,
Oh,
thank
God.
you.
Wait, hold on. I got a plus. Hold on, +6 because I didn't
Is
take
that a
my sleep,
6
I
from
guess.
Warden?
Yeah.
No! No!
Okay. What's that number?
We gotta get him in.
There we go. Mura and Chester, you take 6 more points of bludgeoning damage, but you do manage to navigate yourselves out of the way of this rockfall, kind of just clinging on probably to the rope and pittons that Chester has been carefully anchoring into place in case anyone starts slipping or falling. You turn back and look, however, as Warden is knocked kind of a few feet down. He's not quite off the rock face, but you watch as Warden is caught up in the rocks, tumbling down. He kind of lands on a small outcrop below, and the rocks just bury him for another 12 points of bludgeoning damage to Warden.
Ew.
Oh, we gotta save him!
There's just a little metal gauntlet sticking out from the rocks, but he
That's
is
so
currently suffocating.
How? He doesn't breathe!
Oh, he doesn't breathe, does he? No. Fine.
Nope.
You can, however, dig your way out with an athletics check.
Can Mira start to scramble down?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics or an athletics check. And this will be a straight roll because this area is currently difficult terrain.
So just a 15, or just a
16 total.
just a 16, yeah.
Cool.
I can dig myself out.
Yeah, so it's an athletics check to try and start digging yourself out.
Chester gonna send his mage hand down now that it's a little stronger, probably be a little more help, and start pulling off 20-pound or less stones and such.
So Mira just does the Spider-Man, just peels back from the side, the backflip drops down,
100%.
cushions
Yes.
herself with a current of air as the invisible mage hand starts picking up larger chunks of rock than you've ever seen it pick up before. But as far as Mira's aware, the rocks are just drifting up and floating away. You look up, you can see Chester kind of pointing a hand down. Warden with a 13, you're going to need to make another check, I'm afraid. So that's another athletics check.
Could he have advantage if I'm helping him?
Yes. And a plus one as well, because Mira's also helping.
Perfect.
Double nines and a plus one. But it's fine.
You-
Because 14 is what you needed.
Oh man.
Brilliant. So,
Yeah, Warden just pushes a boulder off his face, and it's his normal T-shaped visor, but it's dented in, so he looks sad now.
Oh no, you look so
I think I found my least favorite thing.
rocks.
Being under them, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of rock and roll, but this is ridiculous.
yeah.
I did not see what dwarves like this so much.
Oh, I clipped really hard. You look so sad.
What? You rescue Warden
Okay,
from the rocks.
what's this causing this?
We're gonna have to fix your. She reaches up and touches it.
Just gotta reach inside with a hammer and push it out from the inside, you know?
Yeah, can we do that? You think we could maybe we could? Oh, you know what I saw? Somebody do once. They used some hot water, right?
Here,
And
here,
they just.
but give me 1 second. He's gonna turn around, pop his helmet off, and just punch the inside of it out, and then put it back on.
You know what? That works too.
Yeah, there's no.
There's just a little wave in it now where the fist isn't quite big enough, but he's pushed most of it out. It's no longer
Okay.
pressing directly into your nose.
So you can use hot water and I don't know how they do it, I can't remember. But you put hot water and then it just pops. I saw people do it with metal before. It's really cool.
You could do this thing where you get this hot water and you pour it on better.
It is fine.
I fixed it.
Man.
How far are we now from the from the top?
You're about halfway up.
Okay,
If you're a
Chester gonna
or an optimist even.
take his two friends here.
Halfway
well,
down.
there was a
if you're
little
pessimist.
bit of a setback. However, I saw that each of us has really good, our own way climbing skills, and I believe that we could do this if we just put our minds to it. And he's going to give bardic inspiration to each of his companions, which may help.
Nice. Okay. You have been bardically inspired.
All right.
All right, shall we go again?
Yeah, let's try one more time.
Okay. Climbing checks then, please.
Oh god.
There are
They're
very few
athletics
opportunities for me
checks,
to
right?
provide a rocks fall, you potentially
Are
die
you
scenario. So
This is what? Athletics? Acrobatics?
your choice.
I'm gonna use inspiration on that, please.
Your normal inspiration or your bardic inspiration? Because I think you've got one normal inspiration left.
Use your bardic.
How much is bardic?
D6
D6.
still, isn't it?
All right. Yeah, we
I mean, I don't know.
separate then.
I don't know what to tell you to do.
Oh no.
15.
Yeah, bye, Mira. Rip.
You all start climbing. Mira, you do have advantage because of the seed.
Oh, that's right. Wait.
I'm a little bit of a dick. I'm not that much of a dick.
Advantage. That's much better.
There you go. As Mira momentarily forgot how to climb and then starts climbing again.
My hands don't. Oh wait, yes they do.
You resume your journey back up the mountain. Warden moving much slower than before. It's quite hard to see through a wavy visor now. That's the excuse he's going with.
So weird.
Plus, your ears are probably still ringing a little bit from a massive rock slamming into your helmet. So there's a little bit of disorienting going on. You kind of look down and Warden's just like waving around, snaking up the side of the mountain. His balance is just a little bit off.
You're doing great.
When I get my hands on the stupid thing that's throwing rocks at me.
Can I have one more percentile?
I'm not doing it this time.
Who's gonna do it between you and me, Ethan? You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Owl bears.
Yeah. Oops, all owlbears.
81.
81 owlbears fall from the top of this mountain. God, that'd be terrifying. They're fucking
It would be the
huge.
worst day of my life.
You continue your way up the side of this cliff face. As you do, you can see you are getting nearer to the top. There is sort of like a small outcropping nearby where you reckon you could potentially stop for a second if you wanted to kind of stop, take a little rest, catch your breath before potentially progressing onto the top of the cliff, where you can see, even from kind of this vantage point, you can see as well kind of why the rockfall happened earlier. You can see there are several others kind of occurring just generally around you. There is like a path gouged out through the top of this mountain where the airship has just crashed through.
Oh,
And you can see where there's bits of kind of loose rock, loose cliff face, bits of debris kind of strewn around here or there. In addition to, can everyone make me another quick perception check?
Yes, got a nice inspiration for that.
Natural
Okay.
20.
Damn!
13.
Mira,
Yeah.
having had a very extensive lesson in these things now from Chester, you recognize as you guys are making your way up the side of this cliff, there are a number of pittons that have seemingly already been hammered into the side of the cliff face. They do seem like they've been there for a while, whether it's from when the Runestone Forge went to investigate or whether it's other people. There's not really any way of knowing as you're kind of near the first one. It looks very much the same as just any normal pitton that Chester has. But there's very definite kind of hammered into the side. A few of them still have ropes hanging from them.
Look, pittance
Ooh, free pittance.
and rope.
Ooh, free rope. I'm thinking that, I don't know about y'all, but I'm very hood. Maybe before we crest this rise, we have a little bit of a rest, and I could tell you a story.
I would love that, honestly. My body hurts.
I call this my story of rest.
Oh. Oh.
I
Yeah.
haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah.
I love Song of Rest.
There once was a bugbear from Dragon's End.
Wow.
Once we're all situated and sitting on our little outcrop here, waiting to go up. All right, there once was a representative of a federation of nations.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yes, they were sent far, far into uncharted lands to determine if an outpost was suitable for them to, use as an outpost, basically. They wanted to see if it was up to snuff, is a phrase one might use.
Wow.
And at first, it seemed very idyllic. It was located within a giant tree, and say when you wanted a chair would form underneath you. It was pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive.
The
Would it-
boughs
would
of
it grow-
leaves,
would it grow
fan you
a
on a
full
hot
chair or?
full chair, right underneath
Wow.
your butt.
It's pretty cool.
All you had to do was voice your wants and needs and desires, and it would do its best to come up with whatever you desired. While it seemed great at first, of course, it was a little too perfect. And it turns out the person running this outpost had trapped a mighty tree ant and had was forcing it through fire and pointy sticks and other
Oh.
means of torture to do its bidding. So the Federation of Nations stopped this at once and decided this would not, in fact, be an outpost for them. This encounter and this far points was deemed not worthy, and they decided no.
No.
The end.
What happened to the person that was using the tree to make?
The tree was not very happy, and it ate him.
Oh, that's a good ending.
Yeah,
The UN
yeah.
sent him a very strongly worded letter to tell him to stop.
Stop
Mhm.
it. Oh my god.
And then the tree ants, another of its kind, came along, and they sort of went off together, and I guess lived happily ever after. Also,
That's-
the end.
That's a very good ending.
So you get an extra. What was it? D6, I think. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, an extra D6.
Yay,
Okay.
let's Song of Rest. Okay. Let's roll some hit dice.
We're taking a short rest, so
Yes.
Yeah.
that would be
Wait, hold on. Let's do some.
so it's been by
Nice.
7,
11, 15.
6. Oof,
15.
so that'd be 8. Back.
And one more. It's back up to full. How do you track
Okay, what
on
did I-
this? How many hit die you've used? Is there a spot?
I think
There
at the
should be.
top.
Yes, right at the top next to your initiative, you can click on where it says 7d8. If you click on the 7,
Cool.
you can then minus the number you've used. It should do it automatically.
I don't think it did because I just rolled like random dice.
Yeah,
and
so if you, I
didn't
think
roll
if
from
you
that.
click... No, I was wrong. I was thinking if you clicked on the actual d8, then it would roll a d8 for you, but it doesn't.
Oh,
But that would be very cool, and I might suggest that to them if they don't already have that in their roadmap. I'm sure they probably do, but it's like a nice to have and not an essential.
I'm gonna roll one more.
You're gonna be kidding me.
Oh my gosh. You are
Having a rough time. I'm using all my hit die. Oh wait, I get an extra d6. Hold on, let me do that
Yeah.
one first.
there we go. I'm up to full now.
Really?
You do also have a potion of greater healing, and my homebrew rule that I realize I often forget to remind people of, where if you drink a healing potion during the course of a short rest, you regain the full amount that the potion would give you rather than rolling.
I'm already raw. It's too late now, Midge.
It's good thing, however, that Linger wasn't the one that had a bunch of rocks fall on her, given that she has like 5 charged aero crystals just in her pocket.
Wow, I'm glad that she'll just teleport up there.
Because that'd be a terrible way to go.
I mean, that'd be a terrible way to lose the entire mountain.
Yeah. Well, a decent chunk of it.
And us.
Just in case you didn't realize, that was the plot for the pilot episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Huh. It's
I was like trying to figure out what the reference was, and then I was like, I'm not getting it.
I mean, I figured Giving Tree was. I thought you were just freestyling, give a new version of the Giving Tree. But
Yeah. When I said encounter at Farpoint, I thought maybe that would give it away because that was the name of the episode.
Oh. I apologize for not being a Trekkie.
Yeah, that's not everyone's perfect.
Or a trekker or whatever the
Trek, you would say that.
the proper term is.
Hard R on the end of that. Oof.
I will give to Trekkies, they're at least content with like the things they get, the content.
Yeah,
I think Star Wars fans can learn a thing or two from Trekkies, because like even if like Trekkies get absolute garbage content wise, they'll be happy with it. Star Wars fans won't shut the fuck up about everything being so terrible all the goddamn time.
I think that, well, mostly yes, but also I remember when like the new one came out, like the series. God, what Doug Jones is in it. The
Discovery.
one that's like Discovery. I remember people were losing their shit about it.
Every time new Trek comes along, there's always those people. People.
But unfortunately for Star Wars, the majority of people are those people. So and then you have people who are just like me, who people are like, so what's your favorite Star Wars? And I was like, oh, I like all of them. They're like, that's a terrible point of view. And I'm like, wait, why?
Something I've often said is individual fans are great, fandoms are horrible. Individual humans are great, humanity is horrible. It's not a coincidence.
I agree.
That is, the Men in Black said it best, but hot take, and then that'll be it for me. My hot take is, if you like George Lucas and think he would ever go with anything from the Thrawn trilogy, you're stupid. He never would have gone with the Thrawn trilogy. He would have dropped it on the floor faster than anyone else.
You're gonna get us canceled. We're gonna get canceled. Mitch is like going to break.
I'm sorry. So anyway,
we're getting a word from our sponsors, I think.
We're getting canceled officially. Mitch, can we take a toilet break?
Right now? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got a potty.
Okay. We'll be right back. So it's entirely to avoid being cancelled. That's all it is. It's because of Ethan's hot takes. We'll be right back with more hot takes from Ethan. See you in 10 minutes.
Boy.
10 minutes of hot takes from Ethan.
back. Hello.
Ah!
We would just like to formally apologize for things that were said before the break. It was a different time. We're different people now. We've moved on. We've learned. We've grown. But he's not wrong.
I personally like to say I'm not sorry.
Ooh, double down. I like it.
Can eat my shorts. In fact,
They
get
eat my
canceled.
shit. No!
So there goes our Disney sponsorship.
Rocks fall
Technically,
again.
I defended Disney though. Nah, whatever.
that's
Who
true.
cares?
There goes
That's
our
gonna get us-
Lucasfilm sponsorship.
Rip.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Kathleen, I'm sorry.
But yes, you take your short rest. Are you attuning to the scimitar warden, or are you leaving that as is?
Yeah, I'll tune to it.
Cool. Warden attunes to the scimitar. You guys watch as kind of over this short rest as Warden is examining the blade you gave him that you retrieved from the High Priestess. You see that kind of after a period of examination and investigation, the blade almost starts to glow slightly. There's a brief crackling of lightning. You see there are 3 runes kind of along the blade that suddenly flare up in unison before dying down. Warden, you get the feeling as well as you're kind of looking at these giant runes. That's giant the language, not giant as in they take up the whole blade. Even though you don't speak giant, you do get the sense that when the sword is in use, the runes will be lit, showing you kind of how many uses you have left of its power.
That's handy.
Yeah.
Chester, seeing his multi-ruined new sword, looks at his rapier with just the one rune and kind of looks a little sad.
Guys.
Yeah, that's a nice sword you got there.
It's a shame if something happened to it.
Throws it off the side of the mountain.
Not at all
Whoops.
jealous.
You guys gave it to me. What
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, that's right. I
It's
didn't know there would be.
wonderful.
I didn't know there'd be so many runes on it though.
To be fair, they all do the same
Yes.
thing. So,
Yeah, I said you could have it, but it's way cool.
I can't use it anyways. Well, you can use anything, but I can't use it.
I can use anything. But...
Anyways, maybe we should sneak up this last little way. I feel like there's something corrupting. You know, normally it's gonna attack you with its corruption, right? That feels right.
That feels correct. It's giving correct.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me just climb and peek my head up, and he'll try to quietly climb the last little
Okay.
bit to, do
give
one of
me
those.
a stealth check and an athletics or an acrobatics check with advantage, obviously, for the climbing,
Athletics with
because of the seed that you
advantage.
took so diligently in your mouth.
14,
A little bit of
okay.
apple cider?
And then stealth. I mean, it's hard to climb quietly, basically.
It is.
Yeah,
Um,
baby.
Do you have any inspiration left?
Yeah, I got 2. I'm not gonna use it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Maywood said, "Fuck that."
Yeah.
You start climbing up the side. It's slightly harder going trying to climb up this last little bit, almost like there's something trying to stop you reaching the top. As you guys can see, like, there are a few moments where you see Chester's foot planted quite firmly on a rock, and then you kind of blink. It's almost like the rock has shifted slightly, or Chester's foot maybe has moved, and he suddenly kind of slips, or a rock will just suddenly break out from underneath him that really looked like it should have been much sturdier than it was. So the climbing is done as perfectly as can be. The stealth, on the other hand, there is a not significant amount of noise, but there is still some noise from kind of breaking rocks, the occasional probably muttered goblin curse with a slipped foot and a misplaced crushed finger.
I mean, I don't speak Goblin, but maybe I know some.
Oh, you
curses,
read it, yes, that's right. You don't speak
No,
it.
neither. It's on my sheet and I can't get rid of it.
Oh, yes. Undercommon, that's what I was thinking of. You speak undercommon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't get rid of the goblin. But I can probably fix that at some point. But yes, as Chester makes his way much less stealthily than usual up the side of the cliff face, first things first, here's what Chester sees as he peers his head over.
Oops.
It is kind of this. So if I just drop Chester onto the map for a bit of idea of where you guys would be. Where has it dropped him? I said add to map and I do not see.
I see him. Me.
Oh. I have lost the map.
I see him.
It's my entire browser again. There we go, I see Chester. My browser just died for a second. So yes, you guys
here.
are here. Or kind of closer to here because you're climbing up the side, so we'll put Chester there. But you can see it's almost like effectively this large debris field. There is scattered pieces of airship strewn across the top of this cliff face. The majority of the airship kind of hull does not appear to be here, but you do recall the Runestone Forge saying they were able to recover it and bring it back to Bimbleduke before it was then handed over to the authorities. But obviously they must have some sort of inside person to allow them to do so. You can see kind of these large gouges down the side of the cliff face, almost like dragon claw marks, in addition to the large kind of scorch marks that you can see seared across the top of the cliff face. Can you give me a perception check, Chester? As we have a look at this map
11.
that I'm quite proud of. 11. You don't initially spot anything out of the ordinary.
All right. Well, thinking that there's not just a guy standing here who's going to stab us all, which is kind of what he was looking for. He's going to peer over and, all right, I think it's, somewhat safe to come up. There's not a guy here ready to stab us. If you want to grab this rope, maybe I could help pull you up. He'll lower a rope down.
Okay. Mira will grab rope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or those two.
Okay, what is your combined weight? Maybe I can just pick you up. That's fun, right?
How much? Mira's like 5 foot. She probably weighs like 100 pounds.
This is a very impolite question to ask, by the way. I apologize.
That's so rude to ask a lady. Mira says, then says, I'm a.
Okay, as long as it's not more than 480 pounds, we're good.
I don't. How much is war?
I'm carrying 80 pounds, but
I think I could pick you both up.
Hi, buddy.
I don't really have a weight. So
You have a mass.
I guess that'd be up to Mitch. Mitch will allow
How
it.
much does a suit of armor weigh?
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog's in here. He loves me.
I don't know how much Warden weighs. Like fucking £10,000. Fuck him.
Every
Fuck,
step
I
on
don't
the
know.
ground is just. Yeah, I can lift 960 pounds, so I feel like you're both under that.
Yeah.
Safe to say.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
An average Warforged weighs between 275 to 410 pounds. And that's for an
Oh, yeah.
average Warforged, so...
But we
Well,
all
I'm
know.
anything but average.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm built different.
There's a human inside
Literally built
Oh.
different.
I should have had advantage on that stealth check. I forgot. Oh
How
well.
come?
I got boots of elven kind.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I mean, feel free to re-roll with the advantage, so you get that
That's
second
alright.
roll. Okay.
We're up here. We didn't get stabbed immediately.
We up here.
we in these streets. No, I will not say it in my bureau voice. Look, a giant dice tray. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you all make your way up.
Making my way.
If I drop
Oh.
you all down and then remove linger, set inactive. There we go. Can you all then give me perception checks as you reach the top? Chester's already had his.
Abso-fucking-lutely. The coffee's kicking in, my guys. That's a 6.
That's
Woo!
11.
Nice.
That's what I rolled.
Mira like is behind Warden and she can. I'm too scared to look. My bath bombs.
What would you guys like to do then?
What?
Did you hear me say my bath bombs,
No, you-
bitch?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we heard
I
that, but you peeked after that.
I just wanted Mitch to hear it because the first time I said that, he didn't hear it, and then he came back to me like a month later and was like, "You fucking said, I fucking heard you say, oh my god, I almost died."
It's because it was just so good. Like the whole context of the situation of Mura
It was
just
really
stuck in a
good.
snowdrift, like, oh, my bath bombs.
My bath bombs. Yeah. Anyway, my one good moment I'll never be able to recreate.
That's because you
Would-
weren't allowed to cry that one time, and that probably would have beaten the bath bomb moment. But anyway,
Don't worry, I've cried enough in this game to make up for not crying then. Fucking truly. Mira's just like,
sorry, go for it.
no, I put a pill in my mouth. Go.
Can everyone give me a quick Arcana check?
Great. Perfect time to not have 17.
8.
This jack of all trades is really paying off for me.
Yeah.
Fucking really.
So, Chester, the minute you stepped on the top of this cliff face, there was a bit of a weird vibe to it. Something very unsettling, like just deep in your stomach. As you kind of like look around and start really kind of absorbing the atmosphere up here, you do start recalling songs, poems, tales of various kind of natural or magical phenomena on locations or areas that have seen significant events happen to them. There is a vibe you are picking up from this area that it's almost like the ground itself at the top of this cliff either is being or has been defiled.
All right, he's gonna very dramatically sort of kneel down and like just pick up a handful of dirt and like do this thing where he lets it like slowly fall from his hands and then like float in the air and like dust it off. Something's not right here.
What's wrong?
It's got a bad mojo. Are you familiar with mojo?
Is it giving you the willies?
You know what? I think I've got maybe a second, even third degree case of the willies.
Oh God, not a second degree. That's
Yeah.
That's serious. We'll have to get a healer for you.
Yeah, I think so. So just be on your, on the lookout for weirdness.
The vibes are off.
The vibes are not good. I prefer party vibes. These are, the lights have been turned on in the vacuuming vibes.
The police are here.
Okay, so we do need to find an orb of some sort. Why do I think it's an orb? Did the Dryad say it was an orb? Am I just making that up?
There was some postulation as to what this item may be. I think Chester did sort of bring it up almost in that standard Chester way of being like, yeah, we'll go up there, we'll have a look, we'll see if we can recover this, whether it's an orb or a thing or a this or a that or what have you. You know how Chester is.
Wow, I'm so glad that that Mira completely forgot why we were up here.
All right, well, I guess we should start looking for this thing, let's say. Because I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I feel like it's going to be one of those we'll know when we see it type situation.
Let's split up, gang, and start looking.
Okay. Can everyone give me perception or investigation checks? Por favor.
Which one's
Okay.
I show perception with this. 17.
Cool.
It's the winner.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Excellent.
My phone made a ding.
So, you all start kind of looking around. The section that you're in currently, Warden, as you kind of stomp around through the top of this cliff face, you notice as well as you look down, even though you guys are all aware of exactly kind of, or more or less, how long ago the airship went down in the fight with Mareskamax. Even still, Warden, as you kind of make your way through this first scorch mark, you notice kind of as you're continuing on past it, there is soot on the soles of your boots, leaving kind of a trail of boot prints behind you. And that's when you start to pick up that there are a handful of other sets of somewhat similar prints. Obviously, they don't necessarily go all the way around. It is a small amount of this kind of scorched earth that's sticking to people's shoes, but it's enough that kind of a few feet in a number of different directions you can see one or two different tracks, and kind of just off in the distance, a few feet away from you, about 10 feet away, you can see there is what appears to be a body.
So where would that be on the map?
Here, where I was pinging.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
where there is also another kind of impact mark.
Warden will approach and investigate.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
7.
7. You
God, I wish Lindsay was here.
Yep.
you look down and you start, as you kind of reach out towards this body, there's this shuffling sound almost, and then a creaking and a as the head slowly turns to look at you.
Maybe.
There's the
Wait.
button. The mouth slowly opens, and a hand just starts reaching up towards you, Warden. As they just
No.
I like that their response is,
Hmm. Hmm.
what would you
I
like to
just
do?
imagine that exact thing. Like, Warden just has a hand on his shin and he's like,
Hmm. The fuck are you?
Yeah, what are your investigations on Earth?
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, Warden?
Oh boy.
should be fine. You should be good at this.
Don't say that. God damn it.
Could be.
You should be fine.
As
Oh
this
my gosh.
breath
You trying to
kind
kill
of
me?
exits the body's mouth, there is this underlying stench to it that is horrific.
but
and
he
it-
can't breathe.
Almost overtakes you for a moment, but you manage to steel yourself, if you pardon the pun.
If also if it's poisonous, I am resistant to poison, so
Yes.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Mira runs over. What's up?
yeah, don't do that. Stay over there.
Are you calling that out to her to stay in place?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you turn away and call out, it's gonna swipe at you. With a 16, no, 18 to hit with the claws.
Nope.
So as Warden turns around and is like, stay there, there's just a... as these claws rake down the side of the back of Warden's helmet. Would you all like to roll initiative? Please?
Not really. I
Yeah.
also imagine that like this Warden like turns and is like, Mira, stay there, and then this zombie comes up to like, and he just catches the hand and he's like, no.
I'm sorry, Mitch. Was that a surprise attack you just tried to pull on me?
Yeah, you weren't particularly surprised, which is why it wasn't necessarily a surprise attack. It just
Yeah.
tried to attack you.
That's what I thought.
Natural 20! I'm going first. Fuck!
So 17.
I'll go last.
Cool. Just bear with me briefly, as I didn't have a moment to set this up properly beforehand. Here is not one I've prepared earlier.
Oh. One by me.
Oh, God. Oh, God. My arm. Okay.
Oh, and a ghoul.
That one
Oh my
there.
And
God,
the
I
ghouls.
I
The
forgot
names
that I
aren't
have
supposed to be showing.
800 cantrips. Oh my God. Why do I have so many cantrips? I mean, I know I have so many cantrips, but what the fuck?
Oops, all cantrips.
Oh, truly. Create 3 arcs of lightning. Oh, this is like Eldritch Blast, but lightning. Okay, that was an interesting choice I made. I should do the Seeking Orb. What a stupid fucking thing.
So,
Mitch, can I say that I casted Mage Armor when I woke up this morning?
yes.
Thank you. I'm just
So, Chester, as all these bodies start slowly standing up around the top of the cliff face, you do recall something else about that defiled ground and specifically that it often tends to attract undead creatures, in addition to creating them, and in many stories, sometimes even making them stronger.
Oh. Great.
And with that,
Oh, fuck
Mira.
me up, dude.
you are first in initiative.
Why did this? Why did Borg come here?
Oh, you didn't notice that, eh?
What the fuck?
They've all just
No,
been slowly paratroopering in. You just didn't notice.
No, Mira has limited. Mira's like a horse, you know, with blinders on. One area.
Tunnel vision.
I mean, 100%. Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, it's a fair amount.
Fuck. I'm going to Eldritch Blast this.
Okay.
I drink too much coffee, if I'm being honest.
No such thing.
22. I'm gonna
Hits.
go both beams at that motherfucker, and a 26.
Hits.
Okay. That's 7 and 5. Fuck that. I wonder if I should do this now or if I should do this later.
As these two blasts just thunder into it. Chunks of it just go flying off. And it just slowly turns its head back to Mura and...
Absolutely, we are not doing that right now. That is incredibly rude of you. No. I'm going to use... This does 3... Okay, I'm going to use Quicken Spell.
Okay.
Once you spend 2 sorcery points. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use them, and then I'm gonna, it's 3. I'm gonna use a spell. I'm gonna do Crackle, which is you create 3 arcs of lightning striking target within range. You can direct them at one target or several. Make a ranged attack on a hit. It takes 1d12 lightning damage. If 3 or more arcs hit a single target, they must make a Constitution saving throw or become shocked, becoming stunned until the start of their next turn. So I'm gonna go for this one that is very close, the same buddy that is very close to Chester, because I don't like that.
Cool. Shout out
that's
Kibble's free compendium for this awesome spell.
Should this be like should this, I guess since it's 3 arcs, it would just be like Eldritch Blast where it's...
Yes, I do
Okay.
read it to be 3 rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, it does say make a ranged spell attack for each arc.
Okay, it's gonna make me like, I'm gonna have to fix my spells because it's... Wait, that's an 11, probably doesn't.
No.
Okay, that's okay.
And a natural 20.
So yeah, so the first one is a 24. The 11 doesn't hit, you said?
No.
Okay. That's
So the
6
natural-
lightning.
Yes, 6 lightning damage, and the natural 20 will be 1d12 plus 12 for the crit.
Okay, so I'll just, I think if I, well, it's just roll. So 18 plus 6. Correct.
16.
Wait, 16. Math. 16 plus 6, so 22?
Damn.
Is it 22? Wait, hold on. Oh. Siri, what's 6 plus 16?
It is, yes.
6 plus 16 is 22.
Yes!
Okay.
So that was 22 plus 5 plus 7 from before.
Yes. So, you guys watch as these two kind of watery eldritch blasts slam into this undead creature. Chunks of it go flying off, followed by 2 more arcs of lightning that slam into it with a third one just going wide and smashing a hole into the side of the mountain. You watch as this creature is just being absolutely rocked by this onslaught of magic, and the head's kind of like just hanging back before it snaps back into place.
Oh, I didn't kill it. Fuck.
Yo.
I didn't kill it, Chester. It's up to you. Oh, that's my turn.
Reaches down onto the ground, picks up its arm and sticks it back on.
That's so inconsiderate.
Does that end Mira's turn?
It sure does.
Okay. This little buddy over here, you know, he's a cool guy. He's fun. He's called Steve.
Oh, well, now that you named him, we can't kill. Fuck.
Is gonna go ahead and dash.
Fair.
But that will end his turn. As he just, hi, I'm Steve. No, he doesn't.
Yes,
He's
Sophia,
making-
it's pleased to meet you.
Miscellaneous, creepy, scary, undead noises at Chester. It's Warden's turn, and Warden has to make another Constitution saving throw for being within 5 feet of the creature's stench.
15.
You pass.
All right. In that case,
This music slaps.
do I want to use the new weapon? Yeah, let me pull out the. Yeah, I think Warren's going to use the new scimitar. Let's try
Nice.
this out.
Show Chester what a real rune blade can do.
Hmm. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a soft 20.
That'll soft hit.
Like a gentle caress.
All right, so that's gonna be 10 plus. Let me scroll down to.
So you can expend 1 charge to do 1d4 and 1d4.
So roll 2d4 with this.
Eels.
All right. Also, what's the save on this?
Constitution save.
What's the DC though?
It's whatever I want it to be, because I clearly forgot to write that. I can speak real good. I'm a DM. It's what I do.
Me lawyer. Me
yeah.
good at speaking.
Me
Well,
speak
that's 5.
good.
And they will have to make some sort of Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Let me edit that.
Okay.
Hey Mitch, when do you get your like fancy wig
I
that you
think,
have to wear at court?
Still not training to do that.
Oh,
That's
you're
the-
not gonna wear
that's
the
the other
barrister
type of
powder
lawyer.
wig.
See, Mitch is like, I don't.
Come on,
I'm not
dude.
that kind of.
The
lawyer.
one thing about the legal system, about your legal system that I know, you're not gonna do it.
Okay,
There you go.
everybody, for Hanukkah, let's get Mitch a wig. Just a barrister wig. Sure, it's Hanukkah right now, but still.
That is a 7 on the con save.
I feel like that fails. I mean, I would argue
Yes.
that that's a terrible save.
It's okay, the
worst save.
DC is now listed on the sword, so it's all good. So it takes 15 points of damage total. And as there's this echo of thunder from the scimitar, you watch Warden as right in front of you there is just a spurt of this kind of brackish, greenish black blood from its ears as its eardrums burst.
Ugh.
And it just kind of on you a little bit.
I feel like this would be a terrible weapon. Like, for both the person getting hit, person using it, because every time you hit, it's just a flashbang for both of you and the person you're hitting.
Mop.
Mop. Mop. Oh man.
So yeah, that's your first attack.
So do I
And
have to
one's
use
like,
every time it hits,
neat.
or
You don't have to spend a charge now.
okay? Well, I'm gonna hit again. I will say it does auto take a charge.
Does it?
Yeah, it auto takes it, so I'll have to keep that in
That's
mind.
weird.
So that's off 23.
Hits.
And that's-
slashing damage. Cool.
All right.
Let
Because
me
this is
edit
light, I
one.
can dual wield, can I?
Yes, because it's light.
All right. Ooh, you know, I can use the snakehead whip.
Yes.
Whip and scimitar, pretty cool.
All right. So that would be.
You'd have
so,
to have the whip in your main hand, I think, because the whip isn't light. I can't remember if
Yeah,
the
that's
light one has to be
true.
in your offhand, or if it can be just as long as one is. Using the item doesn't decrease quantity. There we go. Save. Weapon fixed again. So it takes.
weapon is
7
early
more points.
access.
Yes. 7 more points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As
So-
Warden cuts off the outstretched hand, and it just bends down, grabs the hand, and sticks it back on. Fingers waggle and crack.
So to hit, it would be regular hit without my modifier because it's offhand, right?
You get the modifier to hit,
Or-
not to damage, I think, is
Okay.
in fighting. Might be wrong. If I'm wrong, we'll go with this for now, and we'll amend later.
All right.
The easy way to do it is if I just equip the whip for you. There you go. It now shows as your offhand, and it's still a +7 to hit, and it's
Oh.
taking your bonus away from the damage. There you go. That's that problem solved. 15 hits.
We fucking did it, you guys.
With 6 total, 4 slashing, 2 poison.
2 poison. Let's have a look. It's immune to poisoned, but not resistant to poison damage. Fine. So it takes the full 6 damage.
All right.
There you go. He's looking real rough. As Warden's admiring his 2 new weapons.
Yeah, I finally get to use both of them. That's fun. You know
Warden.
what?
Warden's a drow priestess now.
I have some spider daggers if you want them.
Bro.
I
Just
need.
all the noises in Warden's corner. There was a crack of thunder and now a whip. Just...
This is a stealth mission. Yo, I'm going to go to action
Stealth
search.
optional.
I'm going to action search. I'm going to do it. Stand
Cool.
back.
Yo!
Whips out the chainsaw.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy again.
Okay. Scimitar or whip?
I'm gonna go scimitar.
Cool. Hits.
Yep. All right. That's 10 slashing.
Excellent. That's 10 slashing.
And
Well, you watch as
Ooh.
the creature you are fighting drops to the floor. Can everyone give me a perception check?
Do I have to?
You don't have to.
I will. Hold on.
19.
Half of that.
16.
Mura, because you're kind of already facing that way, and Warden, out the corner of your left eye, there is a dull pulse of this dim reddish light in the distance, just off this way, pinging on the map and repeatedly
the way over
pinging to
there.
give you guys time to zoom out to see. And you look back down at this corpse, and there is a dull red glow in its chest. But you do still have one attack remaining. What would you like to do?
Right. So with reach, that's an extra 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to come down here. So, and I'm going to whip at the ghoul that's down there. So yes. It's gonna be a 21.
Hits.
Okay. I'm also going to use one of my superiority dice
Nice.
in order to use.
Warden with the
Where
like
is
7
it?
attacks in one round. Monks
Fuck yeah.
who?
Battle Master.
I
Yeah.
forgot we were still playing. No, I'm joking.
I cannot believe that they were going to put this in and just decide not to. Anyway, I'm going to use menacing attack.
Ethan has really hot takes about wizard or about fighter, probably about
Sorry.
wizard too.
So yeah, there's menacing attack. So whenever you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend 1 superiority die to attempt to frighten the target.
Mm-hmm. As the
So yeah,
the menacing JoJo letters start floating above Warden.
they have to make a wisdom save, and I'm assuming it's on my regular DC for.
2.
I'm going to assume that a 2 does not beat my.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, your DC's
And
a
you
3.
add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Yep.
That's nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage then. And then superiority die.
Cool.
It's going to be 5 plus 8. So 13.
Whoops. The 3 is right above the equals, so I just accidentally just took 1 HP instead of 13. There you go. That's
Letting you off with
better.
the warning.
He's looking pretty rough already himself. Does that finally end Warden's turn?
Yeah, Warden's going to whip that away from, like, trying to keep it away from Mira.
Mhm.
And yeah, and then
Like a
he'll turn
lion
over-
tamer just steps in. Back.
Yeah. Away from the spellcaster. She's small and weak. Anyway. I saw a pulse, like an odd red pulse coming from the gas that they killed. I think it might have something to do with that big glowing item over there.
Ooh, all right. Well, yeah.
Maybe if we destroy that, they might all die. Maybe. Shrugs.
And with that
Shrug in
shrug,
return.
We're going battle droid logic here.
Roger.
Roger.
As this boy is gonna pseudo Naruto run with his arms just kind of flailing behind him kind of uselessly as he dashes over towards the nearest living creature, which of course just so happens to be everyone's favorite bugbear. And that'll end the ghoul's turn. The ghast, however, is going to run on in and take a swipe at Chester with its claws.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay, 19 to hit.
Oh, I can't even shield it. Yep, that'll hit.
And that is Ooh. 10 points of slashing damage and a constitution saving throw.
Oh shoot, I gave myself 10 points. Alright, equals. And a con save. Alright, I'm gonna use my lucky ring on that one.
Nice.
Gonna use my inspiration on that one.
As Chester, you twist the ring on your finger, and there is this
Chorus
chorus of
gonna hope that
ephemeral
works.
music. In fact, I will even be nice and tell you you can, if you would like, take your inspiration back because the 11 would have passed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I just didn't get the chance to tell you before you used it.
He's too fast. Just like
He is
me.
too fast. But yes, you twist the ring, the lucky ring that Kay gave you. There's
Bitch.
a-
Sorry.
Chorus of ephemeral music that only Chester can hear. As you feel something almost seep out of the claws of this creature and into your bloodstream. And as you kind of look down at the wound, you see it starting to ooze out, almost like it's being pulled towards the ring. That will end the Ghast's turn. And this guy's gonna run here. And that would be too far, so he's not going to attempt to long jump across the gap.
I'm doing a real 300 maneuver over here.
So he's going to
Coward.
end his turn there.
Oh, so
As-
nice of them to like bunch up right there.
You watch, or rather you hear Warden, but Mura sees out the corner of her eye the ghast that Warden had just defeated. The red glow spreads across its entire body, and you watch as it stands back up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, when I'm right.
And
Okay,
it's
well,
going to charge at Warden and swing with its claws.
I'll get him.
I will not get him.
It's a natural 20 for 25.
Actually, my AC. No, never mind.
My
Yeah,
my AC is 500, so fuck
You do have
Mitch.
parry, don't you?
Parry,
fairness.
parry.
But would parry
Parry.
do it?
Oh,
How much does parry
would
add?
parry work against? Well, if it's a natural 20, would parry help with? Let me find parry real quick.
Well, it's not like an automatic success. It's natural 20, but it's still 25 to hit.
Where are my things? Where are my things?
When he concentrates so hard, he turns into the count. Ah.
Ah.
There we go. There's parry.
Oh, it's reducing the
It's
damage. What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of defensive duelist, where you can add it to your AC. My bad.
Okay.
That's on me, but it can still reduce the damage, yes.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I think that's fair.
Yeah, because you're about to take a lot of it.
Ooh.
23 points of slashing damage, reduced by
Jesus.
3.
You mean 20 points of slashing damage, actually?
And a constitution saving throw, please. Although you're... Oh no, it's not poisoned. So yes, constitution saving throw.
19.
You succeed.
Go, baby.
And the one that you had just whipped is frightened, is he not?
Yes, he is.
That changes things. Can't move any closer to you. And has disadvantage on any attack rolls and ability checks. So it could move here. Although, Steph,
Ah.
would you like to pick a square because you're currently bisecting 4?
Oh, I'm Mira. I'm an eldritch being. Yeah, I'll pick this square because
Cool.
I want to be able to see. So
It has disadvantage because it can still see Warden. But it can't get any closer to him. So, it's going for Mura. And with disadvantage, that is a 10. I got a 17 and a 6.
the 17.
Yeah, but it was disadvantage. So
Yeah,
I got
disadvantage.
10.
Oh, it doesn't hit me.
And that
No.
ends its turn. Chesterfields, I'm going to need you, please, to make a Constitution saving throw for starting your turn within 5 feet of the
Right.
ghast. And I'm not going to be mean and make you make 2 saves because there's 2 ghasts. It's just the one.
I'm going to use my inspiration this time.
10 does
since I
it.
know
Don't worry.
it's-
10 does
Oh,
it.
10 does do it? Alright, I thought it was 11. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action disengage. And then I'm going to 30 feet there. Then I'm gonna action dash to here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna see if I could get a look at it. Or maybe I need to be closer. But that's my turn anyways.
Yeah, I'll say you need to be closer.
Sure. Makes sense.
Because you're currently about 20
and
feet
then he's
from
going
it.
to, sorry about that, everyone. I'm going to try to take care of this thing over here, since it appears to be bringing it back to life or unlive. Woo! Well, someone rolled worse than me. Wow.
This one is going to dash, which will put him here next to Warden. But he's dashed, so that's his turn. Yay, Mura.
Hi, I'm Mira. I'm gonna cast Shatter. Like right here on this motherfucker, this gas number 2. I'm gonna cast Shatter because I think it'll get all those bitches.
It's 20-foot cube, isn't it?
I think it's 10-foot radius actually.
Oh.
10-foot radius sphere. So I think it should get. I don't know how to measure on this fucking thing.
Well, there's a real easy thing you can do, which is add token and then white 10-foot sphere of effect from the last time you guys cast Shatter.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Boom.
Wait, if I move it back slightly, can I get the 4th ghoul?
There.
Perfect.
Isn't it great when I know
Shatter.
exactly what you mean?
Yeah. That's a con save of 15.
Cool. Also, as well, for future reference, when you cast the spell and it drops it in the chat, see the little magic wand icon next to Shatter?
Yeah.
That will drop a spell token for it
Oh, fuck yeah.
to help with
That's-
measuring.
Okay. I gotta say that is something. That's something that sure does great. I need that everywhere. That's great. I love that. Thank you, Shard. Thank you, Shard, for doing something that is super helpful for spellcasters. I appreciate that.
So, con saves,
It's
15,
fucked.
yes?
Yeah.
It is 2 ghouls with that bonus and 2 ghasts with that bonus. Brilliant. So that is, if I bring the mic with me while I go and look at my dice, fail, 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 fail. We got 8, 4, 2, 4.
Get wrecked. Roll high, roll high. Roll okay.
There you go. 13 thunder damage. So, shatter damage 13, shatter damage 13, shatter damage 13, shatter damage 13. There you go. You could just right click on any monster token and apply any of the last 4 damage rolls to them. Thanks, Shard.
Did I kill any of them?
Yes,
One of
one
them.
of them explodes into chunks of viscera and guts and limbs. This one here. That is
Right.
already pretty heavily injured from your
I once
blasting
again
him.
will once again be using quicken spell. And I'm going to reach out and touch this one next to me, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
He's all gross and slimy, but okay.
That's a
Ooh.
26 to hit.
Yeah. That'll hit.
9 lightning damage.
9 lightning damage. Cool.
I do really like
Um,
Shard. I gotta admit, Shard's really growing on me.
It's just fantastic as you start getting the hang of it.
It's-
It's amazing. As Mira electrocutes a ghoul to death. Or
Don't
re-death,
touch me.
I suppose. It's just a really big static shock and it crumples. Like, you know, one of those ones that goes all the way up to your shoulder from your fingertip, and you're just like, ah.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
You look back and the ghoul's
Yeah.
smoking on the ground. Does that end Mira's turn?
It does. That ends Mira's turn.
Cool. Now that this path is free,
So
No. No.
he's going to claw at Mira. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Ten points of slashing damage
Ow.
and a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. Con save. Let's do that first. That's a natural 20
Boom.
and minus 10. Okay. Ow. That hurt.
As there's a brief instance where your muscles kind of spasm and start locking up, but you manage to shake it off. Much like your icon, Sailor Twift, the famous gnome bard. That ends the Ghast's turn. It's wardening time, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He's gonna warden all over them.
Exactly.
Shut up.
10.
You pass.
All right.
Warden 2,
Right,
the
right.
re-wardening.
Hmm. All right. Scimitar attack on the ghast.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12 misses.
Big oof.
For anyone interested, this Ghast's name is Rick Ghastly.
Never gonna give you up.
That's why he keeps
Never
coming
gonna
back.
let you down.
Let me see. Disarm.
never gonna turn undead.
I feel like if I hit disarming attack on them, then they'll
Never.
just put the arm back on.
Potentially, but still within the limits of as if it had been a weapon, is how I will rule it, where they would
Oh.
have to use their action to kind of pick it up and re-equip it. It'll be his action
That's-
to pick up the arm as opposed to just flavor of you've cut off an arm and he's put it back on to make the undead seem gross and weird. 12
like,
misses.
yeah. Darny. Darn. Okay. All right. Offhand attack with snake head. 17.
17 hits.
This I understand. I gotta go put. This is so stupid. I gotta go put my towels in the dryer
That's the regular thing.
Yeah, because well, I'll just like preface with because Jay is out with the dogs and it started pouring rain, so the
see.
dogs are wet. So I will be right back. I'm sorry. If you hit me, just let me know. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I know this is like the weirdest thing, but I have to go do laundry real quick. Like, it's not.
So you spin around with the snake whip, and with multiple resounding cracks as the snake heads bite into the ghast, it drops, and once again you see that red glow in its chest
Oh, jeez.
as it hits the floor. Does that end Warden's turn?
Yes.
Ghoul.
Yeah.
That ghoul's gonna run at Chester. And as it runs, it just kind of jumps into this diving bite attack, jaws outstretched. Jaw. It's not some creepy multi-mouthed undead. That would be even more terrifying. It is an
Save for
11 to
later.
hit.
It's a what? Sorry.
11.
That'll miss. Fortunately.
As you hear the sound of a screeching undead, you just kind of step to the side, it crashes into the ground, gets a mouthful of rock. Then, at the end of that one's turn,
I was down.
so at the start of this one's turn, it needs to roll its d20, which I didn't roll, excuse me, before. That one, glowing red. Oh. That one, glowing red, is going to stand back up with that much HP. And it's going
I'm
to...
back.
Just in time, as the
No.
ghast that you exploded stands back up and stitches back together. It's
No.
a 14 to hit Mura.
Oh my god, that's my AC. Oh god, I'm driving.
Mitch, look what you've done.
You what?
Look what you've done.
You made me drive. And that hits. Mitchell, I have a very sensitive stomach. How could you?
I'm sorry. 6 points of slashing damage and a constitution saving throw.
Ow! -6 equals that much. Oh yeah. Come on, girl, let's do it. 21.
You pass.
Get away from me!
That
You
will
are
end
so grody!
its turn.
God, this poor mailman. It's like fucking pouring. This dude's like out right now. Delivering Amazon packages, I'm sure.
That ghoul is gonna just calmly walk on over there and then climb up here. And in fact, no, it's gonna dash and try and jump at Warden
Boy.
as it jumps off the top of this little outcropping. And I'm gonna make a check. It succeeds, so it's gonna take half damage as it just haphazardly crashes into the ground near Warden. You watch as it dives through the air, and you think for a second it's landed perfectly, and you just hear the knees and the shins just shatter underneath it.
Ugh.
And then it stands back up. But that will end its turn. And then the ghast that Warden had dropped is going to get back up. I do need to just double check the defiled ground. On its next turn it rises. Cool. Fine. So it's not the end of its next turn, it's on its turn. Brilliant. So it rises and it swipes at Warden. 12.
Misses. And I'm going to repost that.
We got a
Yeah.
repost.
I was just about to say you hit the repost button.
Yeah.
Mitch, we've been hanging out too much.
Apparently so.
10. All right. Well, yeah, I'm putting it out there for,
Mhm.
you know. So yeah. And I'm going to
So
hit with the scimitar.
Cool.
That's a nat 20.
That'll hit.
What? Go, baby!
Nice.
Then that's a 5. Hello?
You're here.
Okay. The music stopped. I was like, what happened? What happened? All right.
Yeah, so it's 9
So-
damage and then plus
Then
another 6, isn't it? Because it's a scimitar, yes. And you crit.
yes.
So 15 damage.
Also have to add my superiority die.
Oh yeah. 19 damage.
And is it dead yet? Or
As Warden gives it the old Anakin
This is-
special spin. Just slices down, cuts the ghast completely in half.
Get up from that, bitch.
I was
so-
I was asking if it was dead yet, so I could add the extra damage from the scimitar just in case, but I guess not.
Yeah, that'll end the ghast's turn, I guess.
That'll end the gas.
Now. The ghoul
Every
next to
action is my
Mura
action.
needs to roll a d20. That's a nat 1. You watch Mira as the ghoul that you had shocking grasped next to you. You see that red glow start to kind of pulse under
Ew.
in its chest, and then it fades, and nothing happens.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you better not. You better not come back.
Chester.
Just a bit.
Chester, probably bonus action disengage would be smart. And then get up to this thing. And does it look like something he can pick up and smash on the rock next to him?
Currently, no. What you're seeing in front of you is this long kind of 10-foot metal tube almost, with a large kind of cage almost attached to the end of it, which is this bit here, inside of which you can see... can you give me a quick Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. 3.
You've seen enough of them to know that it's definitely an aerocrystal inside this cage. You definitely get the vibe something's wrong, because you know they don't normally do this sort of thing. No idea what's happening, though. But
alright.
does also kind of give you a bit more inclination towards why it's in such a protective and large metal enclosure.
Okay, so then does it look like something I could pick up?
It's probably too heavy for you to lift. It's pretty big. The whole structure and the crystals kind of encased inside it. It's this large, like, 5 foot. What's the word I'm thinking
do
of?
I
5 foot
see-
diameter cluster of crystal.
Is there a way for me to open it up and get at the crystal inside?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, you're not asking me to do things that I'm good at here.
Well-
17. Hey.
Eh.
Yes. You can see there does appear to be like a slightly raised section with a keyhole in it.
Okay, he will, using his arcane trickster mage hand lockpicker, try to open the lock.
Okay, sleight of hand check.
Which, at least that I'm good at. Watch me roll bad
believe.
though.
It's
16.
either that or it's a d20 plus thieves
I'm
tools, but I
proficient
think
in
you're
both,
proficient
so
in them
it
anyway.
kind
So
of equals the same.
yeah. 16. The lock does not open.
Can I use an inspiration, or you already told me?
Sure.
Oh, I just gave myself an extra one. Let's start
Mitch is a
taking one.
benevolent god.
22.
Doesn't open.
Fuck. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much my turn. Not doing anything productive.
Well, You know what the
That
source
wasn't
is.
unproductive.
He's gonna yell, you all right over there? I'm looking out over here. Trickier than I thought it was gonna be.
Help!
Maybe start throwing them off the cliff. That might aid in things. All right, bye.
Somewhere in
That sounds like a-
Bimbleduke, undead start raining from the sky.
Oh my god.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah!
Is it hallelujah though? Really?
I don't know. It depends on, what you're into, I guess.
Okay. Start of this ghoul's turn. It's gonna claw at Warden.
No. Not a big boy.
Natural 20 for 24.
Ooh,
What the
yeah.
fuck, Mitch?
I'm sorry. It's not intentional.
I'm gonna send Mitch some
He
dice
says.
that are shitty.
At least the ghouls do significantly less damage than the ghasts, okay? So there's
guess
that.
that's true.
All right.
But then it's crit, so it's plus 8. So 15 points of slashing damage and
Oof.
a constitution saving throw.
19.
Passes. Cool. I just realized I think they all had a +1 this entire time, but it's fine. We
What
can
spell
ignore
does
that
that,
for
Mitch?
now. Defiled ground. Let's have another look. Yeah, they have a +1 to attack rolls. Whoops.
Wow, they would have been fucking murdered.
Mira.
Yes.
Hi!
Your turn.
No! Oh, it's my turn!
Okay, there's way too many of these motherfuckers around
Fireball
me.
centered
Ugh.
on self.
I don't have third level spells. However, if I did,
Bro, the amount of times in Baldur's Gate 3 where I just clicked that little careful spell button and then dropped a fireball on myself to just clear a board.
if I had careful spell. If I had fireball. Let's see, what does this do?
If only I had careful spell, she says, as she drops a shatter on Warden.
Ugh.
You jest, however.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Oh no, I shouldn't have
Wait a
used
minute.
one. Okay. What's this do? 30 foot from creatures in the radius. Is Warden within a 30-foot radius of me?
Yes.
That's.
Warden's within a 15-foot radius of you.
Oh, this is a cone. Okay, hold on. Let me. Hold on, I have to move back. It's just okay. Never mind. How do I delete that? I don't know how to delete. Delete. Okay. Wow, I hate being me sometimes.
Seeking orb. Seeking.
Seeking orb. Poison splash. Poison splash. I'm gonna do poison splash.
Okay.
It's shoots to target within range. I'm gonna hit these two because it's the two that are in front of me. Oh my god, are these guys immune to poison? Do we know that?
They are not, but you will have disadvantage because they're in melee range and you're making a ranged attack.
I would know that, so. Wow, I hate being me.
Floating disc. The perfect spell to
floating
use
disc.
right now. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm looking through your spell list and just throwing
But
out
actually-
really useless suggestions to throw you off.
But actually, you made me remember something that I do have.
Comprehend
which
languages.
Is,
Don't try to confuse her, you will.
Stop it! I can shoot myself up at 10 feet in the air with tempestuous magic. So I will do that as a bonus action.
Without provoking an attack of opportunity, and it can be before or after you cast a spell. Nice.
Yeah.
You're gonna blast 10 feet up and then use that cone.
I was gonna blast 10 feet up and then you shatter.
Also
Because I'll
fair.
be out of the zone. So I'll blast up 10 feet and hit shatter on these two motherfuckers.
With a pleasant farting sound, Mura launches into the air.
How dare you? Let me use this cool thing. Okay. Whoa, that feels like way bigger than it should be.
That's what she said.
Sphere 10, including combat. Show as token. Okay. Okay. What? It keeps disappearing on me.
Oh. There you go. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Okay, thanks. I'll blast up 10 feet and then I'll hit it right on these dudes, these motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Con save 15 from everybody within this radius, which is everybody.
So that's
Never
fail,
worded.
pass,
Bitch.
fail, fail. 3 fails and a pass, so 1 takes half damage. I'll let you choose which one.
The one that's hurt the most.
Cool.
Get wrecked, 18 thunder damage.
Ooh,
Fuck
Yes.
yeah, now. Shatter half. Shatter full. Shatter full. Shatter full. There you go. 2 down.
Great.
And Mura just delicately touches back down to the ground.
Yep.
Oh, and also should have made a Constitution saving throw at the start of her turn. Because she starts within 5 feet of a ghast.
She can do that. That's an 8.
Ooh!
I'm
Mura's
sick.
poisoned. Until the start of until the start of her next turn.
What does the poison condition do?
Wait, no, ignore me,
great.
because you passed one before, and you're
did.
immune to that ghast's stench for 24 hours.
Mm.
Never mind then. I
So
am
I should have
immune to
had people rolling for separate ghasts, because you're immune to each ghast.
the gas.
Lesson learnt for next time I use these creatures that I've used once before.
I'll do
Why-
better next time, says Mitch. Will
Why
you?
can't I find the 20 on this die so I can put it back down on my table? They cannot be placed back down unless they are highest number up. There we go.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, then you're not training them to like want to live.
Yeah,
the
it's-
highest
it's
number
just-
up.
It's the bad juju.
I agree.
Does that end Mira's turn?
It sure does.
What a good turn, though.
Yeah, what a great turn for Mirrors.
That was a good turn.
The ghast
People
is
s-
going to slash at you, though.
Mm.
People sleep on sorcerer too much.
You got credit against?
You know how we
Did
were
I
just
get
talking
credit?
about training those dice to land on that 20.
I could kind of feel it. I could feel it there.
Oh my
I'm
god,
sorry.
Mitch hates me.
I
Mitch
don't.
hates me. Okay, what's my damage? Don't do this to me, Mitch. Mitch.
So it's
Don't start it with a
Plus-
4.
12.
Okay.
27 points of slashing damage and a
Ow.
Constitution saving
Back.
throw. I just rolled double sixes on the 2d6, plus 12, plus 3. 'Cause of the crit.
27?
I don't think you're down, right?
I'm not down, but
Sure.
I look like shit. My con save is 22.
Well, at least you're not paralyzed.
I would be so angry.
Yeah, that would
I
suck.
hate being paralyzed. Oh, yeah, that's
I
my
know.
least-
We've both had the conversation so many times about paralyzed and stunned and stunning strike and being locked down by stunning
Oh my
strike.
god, I would have lost my mind, Mitch. That would have been worse than you critting.
This monk, this ghast actually took a level in monk, so he's gonna spend a key
Oh,
point
okay.
and flurry of blows, and then spend
Yeah,
another key
this-
point and make it a stunning strike.
This I'm a fucking. Where do you, Ronnie? Give me his address.
Warden, it's your turn. Deflect.
My bones
Oh boy.
Deflect before Steph kills me through Zoom.
through
Right.
Zoom. I'll see you in fucking London, bitch.
All right. Attack this one.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hit it real good. 21.
21.
That hits as you watch
21.
Mira get battered across the surface of the cliff face.
She coughs up some blood.
It's gonna be 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Boom, he's down as you look over the body of this falling ghast, which... Oh, it's a ghoul. Never mind. You look over the body of this falling ghoul, you watch as the ghast near Mura just sinks its clawed hand into the side of her stomach and just rips out.
Jeez.
Just some fabric from her clothes. Because she's.
It's all clothes, no guts, but for a second that looked real bad.
It's like a red scarf or something, so it looks
And
like
the scarf just
intestine.
kept coming.
Oh my god.
It's like Mira only actually has 1 hit point. All the other hit points mechanic, they're just all the layers of clothes they have to get through in order to
Oh
get
my
that
god,
one.
you're so right.
Anyway, Warden's can the
Layers
Warden
of
get around?
clothes and fake blood.
Can the Warden get around here?
So it was 5 feet of movement or 10 feet of movement to get there in the first place?
Oh, so it's right here. So
10
it'd be
feet.
10.
And then how far to get through? 25. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Technically, it would be 5 feet too much, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, so
for
I'm
the
gonna get around
sake of
the
5
back
feet.
side. This gas, and I'm gonna hit it with the.
The ghast actually has Sentinel, and you've just actually entered its threat range.
My players got
Entered
so
this
mad
threat range.
in Spelljammer because I gave a boss fight Sentinel.
16.
That's so fucking mean.
16 will hit. It's so mean, but it was so funny, and they're all so
Alright.
overpowered. So like they were annoyed, but they didn't
9
actually care.
plus, it's 2d4, right? For the.
Yes.
I like that you were talking about that and Ethan just kept going.
Mm-hmm. It's all good. I was still listening to him.
2d4. Alright, so this could be extra 3 damage. And oh, it's just static. Okay, doesn't. Okay.
Down he goes.
Right. Is
Does
there any
that
way
end?
that I can just.
You up?
Could I throw one off as a bonus action, or.
Unfortunately not. Although, part of me is considering adding in the bonus action shove, like in
Bro,
BG3,
do
Oh
it.
yeah.
because it's so much fun.
I mean, we're already going off of the Lana Baldur's Gate rules here.
It's true.
'Cause
But for
Baldur's
now,
Gate, like,
I
improved
want to
so
test
much.
it in my Spelljammer game where things aren't
Alright.
very consequential first.
Fair enough, I guess.
Alright. Does that end Warden's turn?
Okay. Yes.
Okie dokie. The camera pans across the battlefield to
Excuse me, sir. Do you know how to turn this
Chester
thing
and his
off?
friend in the distance. As Warden and Mira are like, okay, we've got rid of all of them. You look over and there's just one ghoul just tearing down the way towards Chester, who's lockpicking from a distance.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna swing at Chester with a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, buddy.
And 8 points of slashing damage. And a Constitution saving throw, please. How? Hell yeah. How have I only just noticed the incredibly weird caveat with a ghoul's claws that says if the target is a creature other than an elf or an undead, it needs to make the saving throw. The undead I get. Why elves?
Elves are cool.
Immune.
Cool. You are not paralyzed, Chester.
That's good.
Yeah. You know what's not that great though? Is just this one little thing. So that one failed. Which is fine, he's never getting back up. That one needs to roll a d20. Nope. That one. I think failed last round, so we'll go with that because that's what I have in my brain memory. The ghoul was the one next to Mira. That one had failed. So Chester's turn.
All right.
As
he-
Mira and Warden, this red glow is just dissipating around you from these bodies that are going dim.
It seems potentially good. He is going to, since he can't really do anything with this thing right here, he's going to aim steadily with his rapier at, I don't know, an eyeball, let's say. All right, I'm going to hunt for that crit. No, 21 to hit.
Hits.
And 17 damage.
In goes rapier, out goes rapier on the other end with eyeball on tip of rapier.
Perfect. Oh, I should have asked him how to stop this thing. Oh, crap. Oh, next time I'll get him, I guess.
But you watch as you withdraw the rapier, the body of this ghoul. There is a dull red glow in its chest. And
Yeah.
a pulse from the crystal next to you.
Yeah. That's his turn, though.
Mura.
Hi. It's Mira-ing time.
Jumps off the cliff.
Bleh. Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet here. Am I in a square? No, I'm like in between the square. I'm gonna move 30 feet here and I'm gonna did Chester get the kill the ghoul or no?
Yeah, the ghoul is down.
He did. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet and just be like, Chester! And I guess that's all I can do.
Okay.
Wait, no, I can. Oh, no,
Dash
go ahead.
if you want.
Yeah, I can dash.
Not
We're
that
just
I-
gonna hold them off here. It's gonna be like the Battle of Thermopylae.
I will dash. Can I go across this?
Yeah, it's just scorch marks. You'll leave little ashy footprints behind as you go through.
Yeah. So I will dash. I forgot about dashing. I don't know why, but yeah, that's my turn.
Dashing through the
Uh,
snow.
Yeah. Come on, Warden.
No, you go. I'll hold them off.
He says to a pile of dead bodies.
I think they're dead.
I like dead.
You never know, though.
I don't know, but if you come over here and they come back to life, it will take a while for them to get to us. So
Oh, sorry. We are out of combat because they're all dead.
Mm.
I don't think we're out of combat.
We don't know yet.
But the ones in front of you aren't glowing anymore.
So
Mhm. Okay. All right then.
Might
So, yeah,
just
I'll
be
leave.
the one by me.
yeah.
So
Okay,
as
yeah.
Warden
30 feet.
heads 30 feet over, you will watch as from the little ravine, a beholder starts to rise
Shut up.
That's why we're still in
Oh.
initiative.
Ah.
Right. I'm gonna move an extra 30 feet up here.
Mhm.
And it's just a dash.
Cool. No doubt.
Why is my camera blurry? Come, there we go.
Chester,
Yeah.
as you clean the ghoulish blood off the edge of the rapier, there is a as the ghoul next to you stands back up.
I should have stood on his body.
Oh my god. Next
And
time.
it's going to try and bite at you. 4.
That'll miss.
That ends the ghoul's turn. It's Jester time.
Alright, I will once again aim steadily. Hey, yeah, I see you still got one eyeball there. Let's see if I can do something about that. Alright, let's hunt for the crits, because that's fun. Hey!
Hey!
Yo, let's fucking go.
Alright, so 9 shitty rolls plus 12 plus 8 is math. 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 9, 29.
More
Wow.
health than it even had to begin with.
Should hope so. Stay down.
As
this
it
time.
goes down again, it rolls a d20. There is another pulse from the crystal, and you watch as the chest starts glowing red again.
I don't think it's done, everyone, but
Does that end Chester's turn?
yeah, because I can't move when I aim steady. So
Mira.
Well, if Chester says it's not down, then
down but not out. Yeah.
then
It is, however,
Mira's
now
gonna,
missing both eyes.
Well, Mira's gonna Eldritch Blast it. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast from here. So bang. It's 26 and a 23.
Both hit.
7 and another 7, so 14.
Cool.
And I'm gonna move up 23 feet.
As the body just into the ground.
Die!
It's just being scattered. Is that in Mira's turn?
It sure does.
Warden.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to run up to the crystal or the. Was it? It's a crystal, right? It is a crystal.
In a,
Yeah,
in a
but
cage,
it's
so.
enclosed in this large metallic cage.
Which I.
You-
yeah.
Tell you what,
do you
seeing
think
as
to do?
Warden and Mira are both here now, can you both give me Arcana checks?
Yeah. I mean, not really a point, but more than happy to. 10.
7.
Cool.
Cool. Cool.
This is
Really
a
missing
crystal, it
Linger,
might be
huh?
magical. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Very much so.
Bring it all the way back, like the shards of broken thing back down the mountain, and Linger's like, you do realize that all you had to do.
Huh? Like, what do you mean?
So yes, Warden, what would you like to do as you run over to it?
What do you need to do?
I can get this open. I just need a minute.
All right. You know, I'll just come over here. This is the ghoul still glowing?
Yeah.
Let me see. So I think I used 25 feet. How far can I throw this ghoul?
Shot put time.
When my browser unfreezes, I'll be able to tell you. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but maybe I just
I
need
think
to do a good old-fashioned cache clear.
Probably. I think it happens to the best of us.
Give me a strength check, Warden.
That is a 23.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to throw the ghoul over the edge of the cliff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You all watch as Warden picks up the ghoul. And how would Warden like to throw it over the edge?
Probably. This was any other if this was just grappling, I would say that he would just suplex it, but no, he's trying to throw it. So probably just, you know what? I'll just do this Simpson style. Just grab like the scruff of its neck and like the rear, like the waistband of its pants. Just throw it out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Barney.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna come back again.
Okay. You guys watch as he just picks up this ghoul and and it sails over the edge of this cliff.
I like it's gonna probably like come back as it's like.
As the meme implies. Just walks back in behind Fortune.
But with that, we'll end initiative. Because
Yeah.
technically, the ghoul is no longer on the defiled ground, which means the effects of the defiled ground raising it with 1 HP at the start of its next turn probably won't apply.
I'd say not.
But
Oh, we
somewhere
could've just
down in
held
the
them all
grove, there's just a as the ghoul splats down on the ground.
Gross.
Yeah.
One
This
of
is
the
not
druids
fun
kind of looks
magic.
up like, the fuck?
I feel like there's like fun magic and then like not fun magic, and this is kind of not fun magic.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this magic, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, watch this one. It's going to take me a minute, but it's a new spell I've been working on. I call it Word of Unmaking. And he's going to grab the lock and start just verbally abusing it for a full minute until it disintegrates, hopefully. Unless it's a magic lock, in which case it wouldn't.
Or to just covers mirrors he hears.
Oh yeah, casting time 1 minute. Interesting.
Yeah. My new spell. I got a new spell. I call it Word of Unmaking because I like words. A spell destroys a single small object you touch, such as a key, a dagger, or a wineskin. The object must weigh less than 2 pounds and be no larger than 1 foot in any dimension. No effect on mithril, adamantine, or magic items, or held by another creature.
So, luckily, technically, the lock is a raised section of the cage. So, you watch as a minute later, dust crumbles out from underneath Chester's large, furry bugbear hands.
Here we go. That'll teach you Locke to block things, I guess. All right, well, I guess now we can take this crystal. That's something. Who wants to carry the evil, corrupting crystal?
Oh yeah. Wait, we have to get it down. Hold on, let me look at something.
How big is it?
It's a 5-foot diameter
Holy shit.
cluster.
All right, maybe I'll carry it. I'm good at, despite disliking carrying things, I will make an exception in this case.
So I'm so mad that I didn't do this when we were trying to climb up. I can use
What? Light?
I've just noticed I know exactly what you're about to say.
so I have floating disc.
Yeah, that'll. How does it
so-
feel about? Yeah.
How does it feel to realize that I could have helped us
No,
get up with
I
him?
mean, how does floating disc lack extreme changes in elevation?
I don't know.
It can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes, and the like, but can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more.
Cross. Okay, that's
So
what
it
I was
can't,
thinking. Okay.
yeah, it can't move across a 10-feet pit,
That's
nor
fine.
could it leave such a pit if it was created at the bottom.
But I can come. We can be on a mountain and go down, right? Or no?
Don't see why not.
Yeah, it sounds like, unless we
Yeah.
cross a 10-foot pit, which I don't think
Yeah.
we did. All right,
Because
well,
what it's
that's
saying
helpful.
is, like, it couldn't float you up and out of a pit. But it doesn't say
No.
it couldn't float you down into it.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's not actually like a pit. It's just we're going off a cliff.
Yeah. Mm,
I mean, if you'll allow it, I'll cast it.
I don't see why not. With the exception of the fact that the crystal weighs 501 pounds.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't see why not.
All right. Well, yeah. If you want to do that, I'll tie it on. I'm good with knots.
Yeah. So sorry, I forgot about this a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
We still would have had to climb up you.
Cast. It's like a, yeah. I do the casting. I think it takes 7 minutes. This is a ritual. So.
Yes.
I cast it. It takes 7 minutes. We
It's
float
such
down.
weird diameters. 3-foot diameter disc. 3 feet above the ground. But yeah. So what does Mura's floating disc look like?
Water.
Nice.
It's like big water disc. Yay! She jumps on it.
You wouldn't expect a
Boing,
disc of
boing.
water to hold Mura in place, but you watch as she jumps on. There's a little bit of wobbling. You can see her kind of just shifting on the surface tension, but it holds.
Yeah.
She's got a jelly disc.
Hell yeah!
Because all the other wizards be jelly of it.
Hell yeah!
As we're climbing down, okay, well, there is the question of do we give this back to the Dryads or give it to them, as we said we might do? Too bad Lingo's not here. She would probably like to have a look at it before we do.
Oh.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
maybe
saying
we
you
should.
couldn't keep it for a while before giving it to them, so that Lingo can have a
Yeah.
look at it.
All right, that's a good idea. Thank you, voice in my head.
I agree with the voice in your head.
Thanks, other Chester. No problem, Chester.
Kill them? Kill them all? No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's go. We go down.
Athletics or acrobatics checks to climb down the mountain, please.
Wait, I thought we were floating.
Oh,
disc
hey,
down.
everyone.
Oh.
I haven't
Oh, yeah, you
used
can
any
get on the
spells
disc,
yet. Let's
yes.
jump off.
No, the disc isn't wide enough to carry the crystal and all of you, I don't think.
Rip. Never
no,
mind.
Rip's
I don't
not here.
guess.
Rip's with Linger. 3 feet in diameter, so it's only just big enough to carry the crystal.
Mira puts the crystal on it. Oh,
Let's
I
just
have
size
to
it
go
down.
with the crystal because if I am not within enough feet of it.
Yeah. So as long as
So
you're nearby the disc, it's fine.
The crystal's 3 feet wide.
5 feet diameter, so it's kind of like bulging over the edges, but there is quite a significant safe distance next to the floating disc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're within 20 feet of it, it doesn't move, and if you move more than 20 feet away, it follows you, so it's always within 20 feet of you. So
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. Yeah.
You're all good.
Yeah.
And I believe Chester had a suggestion for
Yeah,
safely
well,
disembarking.
why don't we just jump off this cliff? That'll be fun.
That sounds very dangerous.
I haven't got to use the spell yet, so it'll be a good use. I like to call it a feathery folly.
Ooh, never heard of it, but let's do it.
All right, he will cast Featherfall on everyone. All right, now when we jump off, we'll fall like a feather.
You first.
All right, he'll cast it before so that they actually have it.
Okay.
Whee!
Yeah.
And then he
And,
jumps off.
What does it look like as Chester's falling?
It looks like suddenly all of your clothes have little feather emblems on them
Cute.
that slowly drain away as the time of the spell elapses.
Love that.
All right.
Fashion.
Because you're just watching
I'm-
Chester just falling in style.
jump.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to climb down normally.
Why?
Yeah, I can get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Featherfall should work. Featherfall's like 10 people.
Oh, it does.
I-
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. I'll
Warden
jump down with
climbs
everyone
down
else then.
anyway, for he does not like heights. Yeah, up to 5 falling creatures within range. So basically, as long as you all
Alright.
jump off, you're golden. Okay. You all safely drift down as Biscuit smashes into the ground. No, I'm joking. You drift down to the base of the mountain. Or the cliff, whichever you prefer. It's more of a cliff than a mountain, but you know. With the floating disc and the crystal trailing behind Mura. What would you guys like to do as you reach the bottom?
I think find Linger so we could show her our job well done and all get pats on heads.
Okay, you head back to the wagon. It's currently very much a no entry zone, as there are just paper, chalk, charcoal, quills, ink all over the floor, walls, ceiling. Rip is just running things backwards and forwards to Linger, who is more than happy to congratulate in a minute when she's done.
There.
But you do get a brief congrats on making it there and back again safely, with Mura silently bleeding out in the distance.
Oh yeah, I'm hurt. It's fine.
You're like,
Yeah.
it's okay, we're all safe, Mura hidden behind Warden. Nothing happened, Linger. See, we're fine. Don't
Well, yeah,
worry about it.
Would you like some healing, perhaps?
Oh, yeah.
How do I upcast things?
That's a very good question.
Is there a way for if I wanted to cast Healing Word, because that's the only healing I have at 3rd level? How would I go about
Should
that?
be, but I'm not sure. If you try pressing the cast button and see what happens, does it just immediately cast at
Yes.
first
Oh
level?
no,
or does
no,
it give you an
yeah, no,
option?
it gives me a choice. Cool.
There you go.
You can have big number 12. Not great, but
Mira does also have a potion of greater healing, I do believe.
I do. I'll take the. If we're gonna go
Just
do
in
something
case.
else, yeah. I'll take the 12. Are we going to do any? Are we gonna go do anything else dangerous or?
Probably not.
We just gotta wait for Linga to
Okay.
peruse this crystal and let us know if she thinks it's a good idea to give it to the Dryads, which I think would be. It's, they're probably gonna destroy it or something. We got the vibe, right, that they were nice and just didn't want corruption of forest stuff, as
Yeah.
Druids are wont to do.
That was the
yeah.
vibe they were giving you.
I guess regarding Linger's looking at it, do you want to just do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Say
or we
that
can
it
leave
happened?
it for Linger next time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was just scrolling through Chester's sheet because something didn't seem right and I can't figure out what it is. I think it might be his bonus level up feat. Did I not add it? Either way, I'll figure that all
it's
out.
there somewhere.
Okay.
It's
good.
if you click on Duke the Mage Hand, it's there.
Ah, I see. Excellent. Well,
Yep.
with that, as you all touch down safely and Mira gets a brief moment of respite and a little bit of healing, we will go ahead and end our session there as you have safely recovered this large aerocrystal cluster from the site of the airship crash.
We did it.
We did it!
And all without Linger to protect you.
I mean, a couple of times you definitely would have come in handy there.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got a fair few AoE spells.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay, because you had Mira and Warden taking like 7 attacks on his first round.
Right.
But with that, we will end it all there. And we will see you all next time. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone!